What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Platinum. Sorry for the delay, but this one actually goes out to Mr. Nightling Bolt, or at least this little intro section. And I'm not actually mad at you, dude, so sorry that you got so much hate from the comments, but it just goes out to you, just showing you that, I can actually beat this battle, and it's not all about, it's basically not really luck, but you just gotta button mash and you can pretty much win the battle. So there you go. And now continuing on with nicknaming Piplup, I'm actually going with a nickname that was only suggested by one person, and that is Dare Laser. I actually really like the name. I don't know, it's not anything out of this world with like the reference, but that is going to be Pacific, as in the Pacific Ocean, and it's a water type, so I don't know, it's kind of when I saw it, I kind of thought of Piplup. Maybe not as much Empoleon, but it's a female, so it's just going to be a little bit more passive, and I just think Pacific is a nice name for like a peaceful Pokemon, and that's kind of what I'm reminded of when I see Piplup. So obviously not as much Empoleon, but definitely Piplup, and maybe even Primplup. So anyway, oh my god, there's a lot to talk about today. So first of all, oh yeah, look at this, Rowan's actually saying first of all as well, but first of all, we're just gonna finish off this part here where Rowan is entrusting us with his handy dandy Pokedex, basically the Pokemon Encyclopedia. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. Every Pokedex in every generation actually changes up quite a few things in like the description of each Pokemon, but basically, whenever you see a new Pokemon, it will register in your Pokedex, and that way you can see like where you can catch it for yourself and stuff like that. So I don't really use it that much. Personally, I use the internet. It's a much greater encyclopedia than the Pokedex is, but if you don't want to resort to the internet, or maybe you don't have internet at the moment, well, if you're watching this video you probably do, but I mean, if you're playing the game like on the road or something, then you can definitely use the Pokedex to check out like where to catch Pokemon and other things that are pretty interesting, like size of a Pokemon and like just random facts like the weight and stuff. So anyway, here in Pokemon Platinum, kind of different, he will give you TM27, which is the move Return. Return is a move that basically, depending on what your Pokemon's happiness is, it will do more damage, and it is a normal type move. So I'm sure a lot of you knew that already, but just for those of you that didn't, there you go. Handy dandy tip from Munching Orange there. So you definitely want to put that on a powerful normal type Pokemon if you're using one, and definitely one that you've carried along for a while so that its happiness is stronger. Basically, happiness in Pokemon, you can't really see the stat on the stat screen, but it goes up by basically battling and carrying it around with you and not letting it die, healing it up and other things. So here Dawn is just going to go ahead and explain, take the kind of the role of the Elder from Cherry Grove Town in Heart Gold Soul Silver and just the original Gold Silver Crystal, where she explains what the Pokemon Center is, what the Pokemart is, and then she goes on to tell you that you can go up to this route. But I think we actually have to go back and talk to our mother before we can proceed over here. Yes, we do. So let's just speed right through this. Yep, you just gotta tell your family, which is pretty much just your mom, that you're going to go on a Pokemon adventure. So we're gonna do that, and this Pokemon Center, as you guys should know, heal your Pokemon, Pokemart, you can buy stuff at, like potions and Pokeballs to catch other Pokemon with. So basic stuff about Pokemon for those beginners that I know there's always at least one of you out there. So anyway, a lot of things to talk about today. So first of all, Mr. Nightling Bolt, I actually don't have anything personal, so don't think I was being mean or anything. I mean, like, I'm sorry if I did sound mean, but in the comments, I actually want to apologize to you, because I know that you actually apologized to me, and that wasn't really necessary. I don't really want to apologize for what I said, per se, but for the fact that you got so much hate. I actually had no control over that, but, I'm sorry anyway. So dude, it's really not a big deal, but basically in the first battle of Pokemon games, if you button mash, you will more than likely win. But if you saw, I was actually trying to figure out what Growl did, because I wasn't actually sure if it lowered attack or defense, and that's basically why I didn't win the battle. So I don't know, other than that, there really isn't like a huge science to the first Pokemon battle. You pretty much spam your attacking move and you should always win, especially with the AI that you actually mentioned, where they try to withdraw as many times as they can, and then they actually attack you. So judging by that, you should always be able to win, obviously unless they get a critical, and if you get a critical you can probably win faster, but basically button mashing and you can win every time, or at least you should be able to. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that matter. Next up, we actually just talked to our mom, and Barry's mom came for some reason. Not Barry, I keep forgetting that. It's Ars. Alright, so second thing. I know that a billion, million, trillion, gazillion people asked me what emulator am I using and how to get this ROM. Unfortunately, I can't really give you the ROM, but I will tell you, it is literally as easy as Googling it. I'm not joking. I literally Googled exactly what you think you would Google. Pokemon Platinum ROM. And there it is. It's a YouTube video, so there's a hint for you, and it tells you how to get it. I will give you a disclaimer though. ROMs aren't in their, in fact illegal as long as you have the original game cartridge. So I actually do have my original Pokemon Platinum cartridge, and therefore, people obviously still download them without having the main game, but that's basically my concern with ROMs. Sorry I can't speak. But basically, as long as you have the original cartridge, you should be fine in legal terms. So, anyway, let me go heal up for a second. Now, I'm not actually going to give you a link to the ROM because that would be illegal. And I know I've done it before way, way long ago, but that was when I literally didn't even understand the rules of copywriting and internet infringements. So anyway, Dawn here is going to teach us how to catch a Pokemon. Pretty standard stuff. She is actually going to have the third of the 3 starters. So in this case, she has Chimchar, which is my favorite personally, but like I said, I've used it way too many times, so in this run through, I'm actually going to be using a Piplup. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the ROM, and if you're wondering, I was actually using No Cache GBA in the first episode, but now I actually switched over to DES Mumi. I don't know how to pronounce, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Des Mumi, I guess. But basically the way you spell it is DESMUME. So, that's pretty much how you spell it. I just spelled it out for you. So, that is the emulator I'm using currently. So if you guys want to use that one, then that is the one that I recommend, because you can actually, you have a speed up button on it. You have to obviously change the key, because by default it will be, I actually don't remember, but I changed it around to my custom scheme that I enjoy, and overall it's just probably the best emulator. So that's the one that I'm using now, and it's the one that I would recommend if you want to play along to use. So now that I got all of that out of the way, I can actually move on to the game itself. So, oh my gosh, that was quite a mouthful. I can't even speak yet. Or still I'm trying to not stutter or slur my words, but I just can't do it. So I gotta go heal up again. But anyway, that is basically all I wanted to clear up from the last episode. Now the next thing I actually wanted to discuss, and basically I apologize that I haven't actually uploaded in a pretty damn long time. I said that the next episode would be up on Monday, and this is obviously, today is Wednesday. As long as nothing happens, basically nothing bad happens, and I'm able to upload this on the same day I'm recording it. So I'm actually recording this one Wednesday afternoon. It's about 6 p.m. right now. I did actually change the time on my computer, which if you guys are using an emulator, you can do that to actually change the time in the game as well. So there's a nice little handy-dandy tip for those of you playing on the emulator. But if you're playing on a normal DS, I'm pretty sure you should know that you can actually just change your DS's inner time, and it will also change the time in the game. So, anyway, here we are on the first route. Basically, what has happened story-wise so far, you guys can obviously read the text along. I'm not going to always read it for you. Sometimes I might narrate, but not always. So, basically, we got the Pokedex from Professor Rowan. We got to nickname our Pokemon, so it's officially ours. And basically, Dawn introduced us into Pokemon battling, how to catch Pokemon, and yeah, there we go. I actually haven't caught anything, and she, I'm guessing, gave you Pokeballs, but anyway, now she's going to introduce us to the main hub of this game, or rather, it's not really the main hub, but one of the first big cities in this game, and that is Jubilife City. And here we have a character that is actually exclusive to Pokemon Platinum, and makes an appearance later on in Black and White. Yeah, that's right. If you actually watched my Pokemon Black and White playthrough, you should know this guy. His name is gonna be revealed pretty soon, but here we go. Quite admirable you are. Now that my cover had been blown, let me introduce myself. I am a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name, nope, I will give you my code name. It is Looker. That's right. Incidentally, is the saying, don't be a thief familiar to you? Of course it is. Alright, So this is Looker. He, like I said, makes an appearance later on in Pokemon Black and White in the post-game. So, you know, one character actually made it over into the next games. I actually didn't really expect any of the previous generation characters to be in it, but I'm definitely glad that, like, Looker and Cynthia actually made it into the post-game of Black and White. So we got to see some familiar faces, and that was pretty damn awesome. So I'm hoping that Black and White 2 does that a lot more and actually also has some Pokemon from previous generations. So, yeah. There we go. That character is actually going to make a few appearances throughout the game, so he is a recurring character in this one, unlike in Black and White where he appears like twice, basically, and whenever you catch a Sage. So anyway, Dawn is just going to go ahead and leave us now, and she actually tells us about the trainer school here. The trainer school, I recommend if you're starting off, well, you eventually have to go here pretty much, but if you're starting off, then definitely try to have all the battles in here. So like this dude says, past here is the global terminal, and basically this is for Wi-Fi battling. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I think it's just the fact that I'm like so overwhelmed because the first video did so well. It actually got over 600 likes. That is amazing for me. I mean, I haven't had that many likes in like a long time on as soon as a video was uploaded. So I'm actually very, very happy about that. And I'm actually just exploring this building here for absolutely no reason because I basically I'm basically doing this blind. There isn't actually anything in this building, so I don't even know why I'm bothering going in here. But basically, yeah, 600 likes. Actually, over 600 likes and only 2 dislikes. I know that it's like a hard thing to reach in every single video, but I am just like amazed by that, and I don't know if we can like do it again, but basically if you guys want to try to go for a bunch of thumbs up again, that would be awesome because that actually makes it more likely for my videos to end up on the homepage of YouTube. So if you guys want to give it a like, then definitely do that, and it would be amazing. So here we actually have our rival again, Arse, and he's going to want to have our second battle. So now that we have our move that should be, you know, our type advantage move, which in my case is Bubble, first of all, he's actually going to deliver the parcel, which is a town map, so that's pretty nice. Or actually, we delivered the parcel to them, or to him, from his mom, who gave it to us earlier, so either way, he gets a map for himself, I guess, and that is pretty cool. So there we go, he's actually going to leave. I thought he would battle us, but I guess not. I probably just have bad memory about this game, but either way, these two guys over here will actually want to battle you. Now, I would recommend that you actually do these battles. They're pretty good training, and they're not that difficult, so I definitely recommend you do them, and I will be doing them myself. So, this guy here will have a Starly, and I think the girl on his right will actually have an Abra. We'll find out in a second, though. So, hard to win if you don't have some Pokemon to choose from. So, he only had one Pokemon. We actually only still have one Pokemon, but either way, let's have a battle with this girl now, and they actually ask you if you want to battle. Other trainers, which you probably know, do not ask you. So yeah, she has a Bidoof, not an Abra. I don't know where I got the Abra from. Maybe it's from like Diamond or Pearl or a different game that I'm confusing this one with. I don't know, but there we go. Nice critical hit for Pacific, and there we go. We're actually confident that we would do pretty good, but I'm completely impressed by how tough you are. If you'd like, talk to my friend and get a nice item from him. Really? He gives you an item? Wow, you're really good! Alright, so he's gonna give us a potion for our troubles of battling them. And that is, I guess it's pretty good early on. Potions actually do quite a bit of healing, so definitely worth it for the level that we got and also the free potion. So now that we did that, this dude will actually appear here in the main street. He was not here before, but this is, I think his name is Mr. Watch, or I don't even remember what his name is, but yeah, he's going to tell us about the Poketch. The Poketch is basically the bottom screen of this game, so we got to find 3 clowns hidden along Jubilife City. The first fat clown is going to be right here. Hey there, I'm a Poketch campaign clown. Let's roll out my questions. Basically, you got to answer 3 trivia questions. So, does a Pokemon grow by defeating others and gaining XP points? Of course it does. Alright, so I think if you answered them wrong, you just get another chance, so basically, I'm just going to do the right answers, and you end up getting 3 coupons. So, there's the first one. Oh, come on. I don't want to talk to you again, dude. There we go. So, there's the first clown done. The second one, oh, there's Looker. I don't want to talk to him. The second one will be in front of this building. So, hey there. I'm another clown, and I just answered yes on accident, but I guess the question was somewhere along the lines of you can put hold items on Pokemon. he's going to have coupon number 3. Is it coupon or coupon? I'm not sure. Probably just coupon. But third clown is actually going to be here, and this is the front of the Poketch building itself. So, there we go. I guess all 3 are just yes for the answers, so whatever. We got all 3 coupons, and we're good to go. So, God, I don't want to talk to you, dude. Now we just gotta head back to Mr. Poketch dude. Fat man Poketch over here. Hey, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. Bravo! Johnny Bravo, I say. And there's the Poketch. Probably just did some awesome editing so you can actually see the bottom screen as well. The Poketch, it's just basically a Pokemon Watch. Or actually, he said that. But in this game, a little bit different from the other one. Before, you could just cycle through it. This time around, you can actually go back and forth. So we have a calculator to start off with, a counter, which will actually count your steps as you walk. We have your team members with their HPs, and back to the clock. And like I said, you can go back and forth between them, so I'm actually going to keep it on the counter because I feel like it's pretty helpful at times. So that will actually help when like you're trying to hatch an egg and such. So let's just go heal up. And that is actually going to be it for this episode. So like I said, if you liked the video, definitely give it a thumbs up down below. Next episode, we're going to try to pick up the pace here because I know we're going a bit slow for my usual run-throughs, but we're going to definitely try to pick up the pace and start heading towards the first gym, which is in Oreburgh City, like our rival said, and that is that way. So, thank you guys for watching again, and see you next time.